She just wanna work and pay her bills. Fuck up on a man, keep it real.
That's right.
She just want her girls to know the deal.
They do.
She just told her boss just how she feel.
Fuck you.
She just hit the club up on a Thursday. Told the bartender I ain't feeling thirsty. Took a couple shots just like it's her birthday. Hit the tree.
What's good, y'all? This your girl, Miss JLH, and we're back with another well, I don't know what we're calling this actually.
Yeah, we should think of a name, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we kind of should. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm your girl, Miss JLH from We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine.
And I'm your boy AJ from Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast. Yeah, we in here lit. We good.
Yeah, we're reviewing albums today.
We are.
we don't know what to call it yet, but we're colliding our two shows together to review a hip hop album and an R&B album.
She's more of an R&B person. I'm obviously a hip hop head, so we gonna mix the two words together and get this thing on right.
Hey, yes, I'm excited because these albums were really good albums. I love them.
Yes.
Okay, what we want to start with first?
We can start with the R&B one first.
I'm screaming, not the R&B one first.
Right.
Not save the best for last.
I'm dead. I mean,
okay.
I really want to do it.
No. We can start with it. No, because I am hype about it. So let's get to it. So for The Boy and Me by Dylan Sinclair is the R&B album that we will be reviewing today. Dylan Sinclair is one of my favorite artists. I discovered Dylan when actually this was during the pandemic, for real. I discovered him. Yeah, I was going through some things and no, we were all going through some things. It was 2020. Screaming.
Fair.
Yeah, he released this album at a perfect time. But actually, no, I didn't discover this album during 2021. I actually discovered it in 2021. And it was when my uncle had passed away. And I just found this album and it really did something to my spirit. It was called Proverb. And it was only 8 songs on the album, but it really just spoke to my heart. And I just listened to this album all 2021 and yeah, it did something for me. So then I saw that he was coming to New York for a concert and I went there and I loved on him even more. And he released another album in 2022 called No Longer in the Suburbs. I didn't really fuck with that album that much,
because it was by the suburbs.
You know, I don't know what it was, to be honest, but it was hard for me to get into some of the songs in that album. So that was a little. I have to go back and listen to that, to be honest. I don't want to do that to that album.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Respect. But
then he released For the Boy and Me, which is what we're discussing today, and this was released in 2024. I think it was September 27th of 2024.
Okay.
And I loved it. He got me again. He captured my heart. Yeah, so let's talk about a little bit about, I guess, what I loved about the album, what we loved about the album. I know you listened to it too.
Yes.
Yeah. What were well, first of all, what did you think of Dylan overall?
So my first time ever listening to him, just like my first time listening to him ever, it was a solid project. I definitely fuck with the album. I definitely like the production of it. Some of the production kind of reminded me of what's her name? Alina Perez. I hope I said her name right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never thought of that. Okay.
Yeah, so like, and I'm a big fan of hers, and her production and what her songs. I'm like, okay, I see where you're going with production. I'm like, yeah, and like some of my favorite songs. Let me go back and look at the list. Back to Making Love, Slow Mo, Narcissist. Okay. I like those. Probably some of my top favorite ones for the album.
Okay.
And they all just flowed together because like the tracks are back to back, so they all kind of just flowed together.
Yeah. Do you feel like the whole entire album flowed for you?
For the most part, yeah, I feel like it did flow together.
Okay. Those were the only ones you really liked?
Those are my favorites. Those are my favorites.
Okay. Okay.
If I had to pick like those are my three, it would be those.
Give it a top 5.
A top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So those three, probably Lemon Trees and I like the interlude.
Okay.
The
Okay.
music for the
Okay.
interlude.
Okay, okay. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like your list actually. I'm here for your list. So I really love this album. This it's not my favorite Dylan album. I just think Proverb, I don't know if it's because of when I listen to Proverb and I just love it so much, is that connected for me. So maybe Proverb will always be my favorite Dylan album, but I do really love this album. For me, it flowed perfectly. I loved Lemon Trees, but I loved how the album started off with Sweet Life to lead into Lemon Trees. There is only 12 tracks on the album, and it's only 35 minutes long. So it really goes by fast.
Yeah.
So I've had to listen to this album a few times to really absorb it. But Lemon Trees is my favorite. Actually, can we play that real quick? Scream it.
Lemon Trees?
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
It's about maybe like a quick little. What? Can we play like 15 seconds? What's a snip? What's a good snippet?
I'll say a good 15. Good 15.
Okay.
Right. I got you. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Pockets are shallow, but I'm in deep. I don't want me no girl that's not a freak.
See, that's real.
I was about to get serious with it. That's how you know I really love it. No, I love this album. I like how it starts. I like the little dun, dun, dun. It's like it's about to go into like a dream state for the song. I don't know. I like that.
Oh, I see what you mean. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. I also love Sigh. That's like one of my favorite songs on the album. Can you play that real quick?
To the side. Got you. Sorry.
Yeah. Get us in love. Show me some love. Feels like a flower. Do you want me still at night?
Oh my God, I'm screaming.
That's why it's a snippet. The snippets be getting you every time.
It breaks down then, y'all, and it sounds really amazing. It continues to go into an amazing track. It's a really good song. I love that it talks about like a relationship, but it's like, I guess you're like really kind of over that relationship. It's like one of those relationships that's like, it's draining you kind of, for real. So I guess, and of course it doesn't have to be romantic. Any relationship is draining, but that's why I really like the song.
Right.
I know this is a problematic one, but I love the song I Love My Ex because I just think it's a nice little bop. You feel me?
That was a bop. I give you that. Yeah,
It was a bop.
It was a bop.
I think he made this a single release, so
Okay.
I thought it was a good release as a single.
No, that's fair. That's definitely solid. That's definitely solid.
He also just released Lemon Trees as a single too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just released it this year? Like this year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think those are two good ones. I also liked I Miss IMY. That was a good ballad because I think that really showcased his voice very well on that song. So that's another thing I love about this album. And this is probably going to be like my last few things about it. I love I feel like his voice is showcased a little more on this album.
Okay.
Yeah. If you listen to his past albums, I think vocally he showed off a little more on these tracks, which I really liked. For instance, on songs like I Am Why and Golden, I think he just did a little thing on it. And I loved it.
Was it like a little more of a mature voice compared to like his earlier work?
I wouldn't say it sounds more mature per se, because I think his voice had always sounded pretty mature for me.
Okay.
For someone so young, because he is 23.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. I really was thinking that I felt like he was able to show more vocal range with this album, I feel, is really what I was getting at. So maybe that's where I felt he came off better vocally. Yeah, I just thought it was nice. I love this album. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Check it out. And that's R&B.
All right. All right, let me get Blue Lips ready.
Do you feel like one more thing I guess I want to ask. Do you feel like this album was reminiscent? Do you feel like it was just more of a new R&B school sound, like a new R&B sound, or was there any reminiscent of old school sounds for you?
I don't know if I would say new school. Actually, yeah, maybe new school. Because it kind of get have like it kind of in that realm of like Lucky Day type of run, like, so I can see that as far as new school goes.
Yeah, I agree. He's amongst like one of the rising artists type of vibe. He's like among your what's that guy's name? Freak. I can't think of him right now. I don't know. I can't think of him right now. I know Bernard Duran. Duran Bernard. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Anyway, I would say he's among, but it's crazy because Duran's been out for a really long time, and I honestly don't consider him like a rising star, but he's starting to get more shine. That's why I'm saying that, and I'm putting him out there. Yeah. But I agree, it's more new school. However, I do feel like there is a track on here that gives you like a nice reminiscent feel of like, I don't know, a classic R or like an old school R&B ballad track. That's why I really like I Am Why, because to me that gives like a nice little 90s R&B slow ballad type of
Gotcha. Okay, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, can you just play it real quick? So people could get what I'm talking about.
Where's that?
It's been way too long. We've been busy. Your oceans away. Say you miss me.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
And then he goes, okay, I'm not gonna sing it though. But he goes into it.
Hum it, girl, hum it.
He goes so red. He said, I can't say I miss you.
It's kind of like a I'm trying to think of the artist. I want to say Music Soul Child, but that's not who I don't think that's who I'm thinking of. Ballad wise. It was kind of like a young
I feel what you're saying, but I'm trying to think of a better person too with this song.
It
Oh,
was like it felt like a young Charlie Wilson with that
I'll give
song.
you
With
that.
that
I
song,
will
yeah.
give you that. Yes, for sure. Oh, yes. Yes. Give it to me. Yes. Thank you. I was listening to it more in my head. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I loved it. Thank you. That was a good album. Okay. We can move on now, officially.
All right. Now we go into the hip hop side.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to be talking about one of my favorite album from 2024, Schoolboy Q's Blue Lips. This came out March 1st March 1st of 2024. I remember when it first came out, I was actually on my way to Bmore. I was heading up there for CIAA, and driving there from Virginia, that's like 2 hour drive. So I had plenty of time to listen to the album, and yeah, and then I went back and listened to it maybe like a month or two later, and the album just grew on me, and it's like it was my favorite album from the year. Um, what I like about this album was Schoolboy Q's been out for a good little minute. He's been out since like I want to say like 2011, 2012. But I feel like this album showed maturity with him overall, not just with his music, but just with him as a person. Like he stopped doing all the drugs that he was doing. He talked about how he had to like had to detox, well, not detox, I think detox, get himself wean himself off all the drugs he was doing and shit, like all the pills and stuff and then like that, drink and all that type of stuff. So he talked about how Mac Miller passed and how that really affected him because they were like super close. So yeah, they were close. They were mad close. I think in the intro track, "Funny Guy," like where they're like you hear everybody harmonizing. I believe Mac Miller's in there harmonizing too.
Wow. Okay. Hold on. Let me go to the comments here. Let me go to the comments. What's his name?
Who?
Mike Miller's real name.
His real name? What is his real name? I won't say Malcolm. I think his real name.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Oh yeah. Because Ariana's song pops in my head, screaming.
Yeah, Malcolm's real name. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think he's in there.
I
don't see him in the credits. Would they credit it?
I don't know if they were credited or not, but
yeah, would they?
I just saw somebody talk, but I don't know how true it actually is.
Got you.
You can actually, you kind of did. It did sound like Matt Miller a little bit, so I was kind of like, maybe. So
I feel you. I did love this album. That drive that you took was perfect for this album because it's 18 songs long, and it took me a minute to get through the album, but the songs aren't like extremely long either.
Yeah, I think the long songs maybe like 4 minutes and change.
Yeah.
Before yeah.
Why you think it was called Blue Lips?
That's a definition for it.
He did. So did you know that he put out visual for that, like prior for the album? Did you see all the visuals and stuff he released?
I believe so. Yeah. It was a minute since I actually looked at the visuals, but yeah.
Okay.
Like, because at the beginning of what video was that? Thank God for Me, my favorite song.
I like that song too.
He put the definition of Blue Lips.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, Taha is basically like, I think it's two definitions, but one of the definitions was like how you talk so much that your lips turn blue, type shit. But it's also kind of a reference to like snitching, and it could be reference to just like talking too much, and just like it's like a whole bunch of different definitions that go behind it.
I know he did reference in the verse about how one of his friends did time and didn't snitch, and he was like proud of him to that.
Yeah, and of course him being from like in the gang culture because he's just a whole Crip, Hoover's Crip. This is why he capitalizes all the H's in the songs. But for those that didn't know why he capitalizes all the H's.
No.
Yeah, because he's a Hoover Crip. Yeah.
Wow, that really did it for me. Wow.
Yeah, gang culture, like snitching is definitely forbidden.
So, right. Okay, you putting me on. I love it. Okay, and then also He released, okay. I saw that on YouTube. He released like mini vlogs leading up to the album. Did you watch any of those?
Nah, I missed the. I didn't see the vlogs.
Okay. I didn't see any of this, and I'm so mad I missed it. You know, it really frustrates me because I haven't listened to Schoolboy Q since Oxymoron, to be honest with you. And
Really?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get it. That was his most, I guess, his most commercial album. Speaking of
Yeah.
which, is 11 years old today, as of now. As this recording is now 11 years old.
I love that. I really did love that album.
It was a good album. It was definitely a good album.
So let me ask you, have you followed him since that album?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for you, do you think he's really grown since, that album or even since his first album, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely has grown. He definitely has matured. He has a different, like, it seems like he has a different mindset with life and shit, like, with everything that's going on now. And it's like he's just in a different place than where he was, like, 11, 12 years ago.
Yeah. Even, I mean, I've heard a lot of, obviously, because that was 2014. Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, he's had to. So he also said that he wanted to be an artist that really released music more so off of peace and what did he say? Like experience instead of like releasing an album every year.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like he released an album every year.
Nah, he really didn't. He maybe did it like every. I want to say he took maybe like 2 years in between most projects. Yeah,
Yeah,
about 2 years.
it's a good minute. Yeah. 2019 was his last album. How do
Yeah.
you compare Crash Talk to this one?
I prefer this one over Crash Top,
Really?
personally. I mean, Crash Top was decent. It was decent. But I prefer Blue Lips.
Oh my gosh, he does capitalize all his H's. Never noticed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's crazy. I gotta go back and listen to Crash Talk and Blank Face
Oh,
LP.
Blackface is fire. That's my shit.
So now how do you think that fares to Blue Lips?
They're both up there to me, for me.
Really? Why is that?
It's like Blackface is like more in your face. It's more in your face. It's like I put them both up there, but they're on like different spectrums because like Blue List is kind of more chill. I mean, you got a few hype shit in there, but for the most part, it's chill. Versus like Blank Face, where it's like all in your face type shit.
I can see this, especially with a lot of the features on the album. Especially with a lot of features on. Oh, that's with that part on here. Oh, that was my shit.
Which part?
That part. That part.
Oh, that part. Okay.
Yeah, that was my shit. You know, I really did love this album. What I loved about it so much is the transitions. It
Mhm.
just flowed so well. Like I didn't even know I was listening to another song a lot of the times with
Mm.
how quick it changed and stuff like that. It's just like one flowing album.
It's
And
kind
I
of like
love shit like that.
it's kind of like Ohio. Ohio had like 3 different beats, and then like with Thank God for Me, like had one different beat. Then the second beat had the chicken heads sample, and then the third beat mixed them both together, and I just like how it all came together. I was
Mm.
like,
I didn't even realize all the different samples, but that's fire. Yeah, that's how I noticed that with a lot of the songs too. It would start out one way and then transition to another beat.
mm-hmm.
So I thought that was fire.
It was kind of like on some Kendrick type shit in a way.
So do you like even that comparison? Because I mean, I'm sure nobody wants to be
Oh
compared.
yeah, of course. I would just say I would just give an example, like because like he's like Kendrick's one of the main artists that do that shit.
Right, right, right. I feel you. But do
Schoolboy do
you
that
think
shit.
that's more of like a West Coast thing? Because I know, because didn't Dr. Dre do that a lot anyway back in the day?
Not really. That Trey didn't do it like that for real, for real.
No.
Nah, I don't know if I consider that a West Coast thing. I don't know. Now that I think about
Sorry, I was trying to think of songs back in the day of like,
it, I'm trying to think of songs too. Like, damn, maybe
yeah.
it is a West Coast thing because I can't think of anybody else that's done that for real. For real. I don't
I don't
know.
know. We're gonna circle back to that. To be
Right,
honest,
right.
let's put a pin in that. I would like to know. You know, that's interesting. Hmm. Because I only asked that because for me, West Coast hip hop is like old school. They breed off of like old school music, your old school soul, though. Not
Funk,
like,
like old.
yeah, thank you. So, and funk had a lot of transitions, you
Yeah,
know.
that's fair.
So, I don't know. That's how I think of it.
I know I talked about this on my podcast like a while back. I was like West Coast had like the old school funk samples, and then New York had the jazz samples, and that's how they differentiate from each other.
Hmm. I never thought about New York having a jazz sample.
Yeah, because if you
You
think
so right. Oh
think
my,
of like think about like a Tribe
oh
Called
my
Quest,
God.
De La
I'm
Soul.
thinking of songs, yes. And
Yeah,
then Jay-Z's Song Cry and
mm-hmm.
like stuff like that.
Old
Yeah.
Nas tracks. Yeah,
Um, yeah. Gotta throw that out there. So what about the South? What you think they got like a lot of mixing?
uh,
Especially like New Orleans. Like
I think theirs is just kind of just more soul. Well, if you think of like well, it was when you get to like Houston and with the, like Houston and Texas area, it's kind of like
I agree with that for
they have a
Houston
whole
and
different
Texas.
vibe.
That's more soul. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah. hmm
But nowadays everybody has that 3-6 Mafia sound. When you really think about it, like listen to
Real
like a
from
lot.
Houston artists.
No, I'm just like that. I was talking about like down south in general.
Oh, period. It's all the same to you now.
Not like that. I just mean like just the side of the samples that they use. Like 3-6 Mafia gets sampled like a lot from like
Really? Like who?
artists nowadays. Yeah. Like Suicide Boys, Ramirez, Poya, um, even like ASAP Rocky does that. ASAP Rocky not down south artist, but like ASAP Rocky samples them. Freddie Gibbs has sampled them. Um, Granted, he's more Midwest, but like they get sampled from like everybody basically. Like,
Do you think it's too soon to be sampling our music from like the 90s and stuff like that?
nah,
No. I
nah.
think it's right on time. What
Yeah, I
about
mean,
music from like the 2000s?
2000s maybe, but 90s nah. Like that's like almost 3 decades ago.
What
That's
about
like
early 2000s? Is too early for you? Anything for like 2010? No.
hey from 2010 nah. Unless you know how to make that shit work. I mean, if you're doing a straight sample, nah, bro. Like straight sample. If you know how to sample, like chop it up and like properly, yeah, but then sure.
Yeah. I'm like really if so. Okay, what was sampled on here for real? Because I really couldn't hear it.
On Blue Lips,
Yeah.
I believe. I know. I think Ohio was sampled for sure.
Okay.
I believe.
Now I have to go back and listen to it again for sure because I didn't catch it. I love Rico Nasty so much.
Oh yeah, working nasty heavy. She
It's
go off.
just, oh my gosh, off.
But I definitely feel like Ohio was sampled for sure. I don't know by who, but
Okay.
I had to go on the app and look and see.
Yeah, I gotta look at that too because it's not saying in these. They be pissing me off. Like, who be doing this, bro? Because I'm looking on title and it's like maybe I should look on Apple. I don't know, but they never have all the right information anyway. They just all upset me. It's like
Yeah,
who's hiring these people?
I just go on the Blue Who sample app and just look it up. That's what I usually do.
You know what? I need to get that because I never know who sampled or what's being sampled. Or not offhand anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You really did it for me with the Stevie Wonder sample because I totally forgot that was sampled by Ja Rule.
Oh, true.
Totally forget that, and it's like such an easy sample, and I just was like,
It
"Dang, that
is.
is sample! I forgot." It
Everybody that
didn't.
be living it up to say.
What I do. I had to play it right after you did that video too, because I was like, "Oh, this is a bomb."
Hey, Ja Rule had them hits.
He did. He
He
did.
lost that beef, but hey, he had them hits though.
Yeah. I actually wanted to say real quick too. I know this has nothing to do with either of the albums, but I just found out that Roberta Flack sampled "Killing Me Softly." Did you know that?
You said who?
Roberta Flack sampled "Killing Me Softly."
Mm.
It's a sample song. She sampled it from a woman named Lori Lieberman.
Oh, it's not okay.
Yeah.
No.
Originally, it was a folksy guitar song.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Roberta Flack made it popular, really.
And then the Fugees made it
Then the
popular
Fugees
again.
made it more popular. So it's just
That's
like,
dope. That's
yeah. Ain't it crazy? History is so insane.
right.
I loved it. Okay, so what are your favorite songs on Blue Lips? Did we talk about that yet?
Oh yeah. So number one, how many songs we doing? Top 3, top 5? How are we doing?
Five.
Top 5? Okay. No. Number one, Thank God for Me. That's my favorite song. I played that song so many times last year. Like on my YouTube music replay or whatever recap. That was like my most played song. And then my number two most played song was Lost Times, which is also on this album. Okay. What else? I like Movie. Movie was good, even though it's short as hell. I was only like a minute and some change, but Movie. What's the other one? Ohio, with him and Freddie Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
And what would be my fifth one? I'm either it's kind of like a tie. It's a tie between Yearn 101 and Funny Guy.
Okay.
And also Cooties. I don't know. It's a lot of good songs on there for me. There's a lot of good songs.
I love the whole album. No, this was hard for me because the first half of the album I only listened to for like 2 weeks, and I never got to like the second half of the album. So I really liked the first half of the album a lot. Yeah. But I was finally able to get to the second half of the album. I really fuck with Germany 86.
Okay.
That shit was I like it. I like the old school vibe to it. I really fucked with Smile. It gave like carnival vibes. It gave like I'm crazy, but I'm really trying not to go off on these bitches, so I'm just smiling. And I loved it. I don't know. It gave fake, but it also gave genuine. So I like that song. Pop, Rico Nasty.
Of course.
Like, and the transition in that song is just so crazy. I was not expecting. First of all, Funny Guy starts out with like this melodic, jazzy type of vibe, and it's kind of just chill. But yeah, it's just like a good time. But also it's like a wild good time because it's like you're talking about bitches and stuff.
Put the money back.
Yeah, it's just like what?
Y'all niggas suck.
Yeah, it's just like what? This is like really what? Right. But it's like a jazzy vibe, and you just love it. And then it goes right into pop, and it's like, it's like, and then it's like, okay, yeah, I like it. So that's my favorite. And then Back in Love, I thought that was a vibe.
Oh, that's the good one too.
Yeah.
Back in love with the shit.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's just like, okay, I love hip hop again. That's
it is.
What it was. Yeah, it's like I love this shit again. This album made me love y'all again. But don't ask me for nothing else because I'm about to.
I kept telling folks, Schoolboy Q came with that heat.
Yeah, he's fire.
He came with it.
So they were saying that this album was critically acclaimed. Like a lot of critics really loved this album. It was rated high on the Times list. It was the top 10 best albums of 2024. But it didn't perform well.
Yeah, it
So
did.
it just went under the radar, I guess, for a lot of people.
Because I think a lot of people were expecting like oxymoron or blank face and stuff like that. They're expecting like more of like a hype, Schoolboy Q type of vibe versus
Hmm.
more like that's how I feel versus a more laid back type of feel to it. That's how I feel.
So this was too melodic for peeps.
I guess maybe you
Hmm.
wanted like that more in your face, bass heavy type shit.
Got you.
I mean, he has little samples in here a little bit, but it wasn't like how it used to be. Yeah,
I
he's more
thought
chill
it,
with it.
like you said, it's good driving music. So
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, if you're taking a long drive, I thought this is like,
yeah, it's definitely a cruising track, and it's
yeah.
definitely West Coast. It's definitely a West Coast.
Right, you
West
feel
Coast.
me? That's how I felt. You could just see yourself driving along the coast, just listening to this song, bopping.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it gave me. I'm sorry people didn't love it. I hope this review helps the people check it out and really dive into it because it's a fire album.
It is. Any songs you want to have him like give him a snippet of?
Oh shit, yeah, we didn't do it. Please do thank God for me because I do love that song.
Yes, yes. There we go. I love the sample. This is a sample too.
Is it? I didn't know that.
It's a jazz sample, I believe.
Okay.
I swear to God, my whole thing been wicked. Trying to keep the peace, but all our peace around is bitches. I see the topic now about everything you snitching. If it's allegations you snitching, then I promise, nigga. Thank God for me, all my bitches gon' lie for me. Thank God for me, Lil G wagon and Tesla cheap.
Nah, this one shit.
For me, all my niggas gon' slide for me.
All my niggas going shh. I love that one. Like all
Yeah.
my niggas going shh.
Yeah, that was my shit too.
Like,
I
yeah,
don't
he's
know
snitching.
why I didn't put that on my list. That's crazy.
That's my shit.
Um,
Have you seen the music videos?
no, they lit.
So he did a music video for Lost Times, but yeah, he used like Disney like clips and like Looney Tune clips.
I
But
gotta
like,
look at that.
but he like changed the colors so like all the characters were like black. So like to avoid copyright.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I like it. That's slick.
Okay, I'm about to go look at that after this for sure.
That was slick.
I'm gonna check this out.
I
Um,
also want to
can
play Ohio real quick.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Ohio. That was my shit. Where's the back up? I can see the nigga with a shiny
Did he
ass suit
sample
on.
it from the Ohio players or something?
I don't know. I would assume so. I could look it up though.
I loved how jazzy this album was, to be honest.
I'ma stack my O's like Ohio. Looking at your life, that's a long no. Looking at my life, think he pop.
Nah, he sampled for somebody else.
Okay. No, that's just fun. Nah, this album was good. No, can you? Okay. Can you play pop?
Pop. Okay. Got you. What's that? There you go.
Fuck face punk rock.
Any hip hop song that has a rock vibe to it, we're going to actually gonna be on a.
Yo.
I've been getting money back then, making plays top 10. Look at me to right back then. Yeah, I was patched in. Hella million salt, no friends. Bitch, I was locked
Just like
in.
it is.
Nigga popped in, nigga popped in, nigga popped in, nigga popped in, nigga popped in.
Yo, this my shit. This shit goes on. It's good. It's good. That is good. Good stuff.
This is a great album.
Wait, let me hear Cooties, cause
oh, that was my Cooties. This is my
you
shit too.
did say that.
Cooties is my shit.
Cause I don't remember that one.
Oh, hell, hey. And And it's a new celebration of this movie. Better living. Lifestyles of this yeah, baby. The cooties, they're coming to get me. Running, touched by the unloyal. Trust, I had to shower for years. Living in fear. I know the feeling of being trapped from all the things that you build. Pages I filled. Keep turning my skills. From start to fin, I can better my wheels. Like, literally, my daughters is chill. Like, I can't believe my house on the hills. Like, I can't believe that mountain is real. I count this thrill. The scars on the back of me healed. Why God bless me, I never deserved it. Follow my purpose. They put the blinds down, I open the curtains. Shine on me perfect. Lottery purchase. Nigga, I can vacate here. My big ass kitchen. A runway here.
You know what it reminds me of? It's giving like Stan being rapped like by Emmett, how Emmett
Oh,
did
gotcha.
That's what it reminds me of, to be honest.
I feel it.
Mass shootings, when will they stop it? Another kid go.
It's not giving you those vibes?
I wouldn't say Stan, not Stan.
What?
I mean, I can see as far as like the tone goes.
I think it's not like the melody, not like melodic wise, but just like him rapping, like how he's rapping. Yeah, it's just like I guess the form of how it just like he's reading it off or something. And that's how it was.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay, last one. Can you play Back in Love?
Back in Love? Yeah, for sure. There you go.
Back in love with this shit. Back in love with this
Just quickly want to dance.
Back in love with this shit. 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 This a love tribe, ain't like what Bermuda is. On a mission, be the voice of 20,000 kids. Degeneration is Triple H and shit. On a mission, spend some dubs at the dealership.
Nah, this shit fire. I love this song.
That's my shit. All these songs go off.
Yes.
Even the shit with Absol, that shit go off too.
I had that on my list and I got rid of it because I didn't want it to be like, oh, you're just picking the features.
I feel you. I respect it. Hey, but all the songs go off though. Marijuana, hydro, pussy, hoe, ass, titties, marijuana.
Yes, it was so unhinged. I love it.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, it wasn't expected. I didn't even know that's what the song was going to go into. It was like one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like, what's this talking about?
Interesting.
These niggas ain't playing. These niggas ain't playing. Okay, you didn't go back to some nigga shit. And I mean, what's some nigga shit?
The accuracy. Yeah.
But it's also Absol, so there's gonna be a little bit of lyricism in there because it's Absol.
Agreed. And I do like that. Who is it? AZ surprised me. I really like that song with AZ.
Was it all movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Q don't even rapping the whole shit.
I thought it was, but you're right. I was surprised.
Like he talks at the beginning, but then old dude starts rapping. Like,
yeah, I do.
Put me in a movie. I was a badass kid out Boosie.
Nah, that was a good. It was properly titled. It's a great song.
West Coast.
Yeah,
that was like the most West Coast song on the album.
I love it.
That's straight Crip Rock right there. Like, oh god.
People gotta check out these albums. We gave y'all some really good albums to check out. For real.
Definitely, for sure. Check this shit. Check these shits out.
For real. For The Boy and Me by Dylan Sinclair and Blue Lips by
Schoolboy Q, my nigga.
Hey, all right. So this was dope. We did this.
So we're gonna make this a weekly thing. How we doing this? Weekly, bi-weekly.
Let's do bi-weekly because I don't like to listen to an album mad fast.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean,
2 weeks. Yeah,
another album just came out. Like The album that I want to do next is Nail's album, and that came out on the 21st.
You
And I'm
said
just,
nails?
yeah, Nail.
Oh,
N-A.
nail. Okay.
Yeah, her album came out on the 21st, but I'm just now listening to it.
Mm.
And I'm also like just now listening to it multiple times. Because I listened to it when it came out and I didn't like it. And now I have to listen to it again. And I was like, never mind, I love it.
Yeah. Oh no, you gotta listen to albums. You gotta listen to albums like at least a solid 3 to 4 times.
But
At
people
least.
be putting out reviews like the day of.
I know. I'm just like, you can't do that. If you want a proper
How?
review, if you want a proper review. For me, personally, for me, I like to wait. I like a week. Like as far as like
At
doing a review,
least.
I like to wait a week to let the hype die down, and then I can listen to it with fresh ears. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we can do it in a week, then we can do it. But if not, then I
I'm
ain't
cool. I'm cool.
pressed. Cause
I'm cool with the
like,
2 weeks. I'm cool
yeah,
with two
I
weeks for
ain't
sure.
trying to press it. Cause
Plus,
I like to
plus,
take my time.
plus, that gives us time to think of a name.
I bobo. Cause I don't know what this even is right now.
Right.
We're just doing stuff. All right, so I hope you enjoyed our first album review episode. I guess. We just gonna
Indeed.
close it out. So
Yeah.
I'm your girl, Miss JLH from We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine. Make sure you catch me every Friday at 7:30. Not every Friday, actually. Every other Friday. Because what am I talking about? I really don't want to be
Sound like me.
online.
You sound like me.
It's a lot of pressure to put out content, and it's too much. I want to do it when I want to do it. I want to be like Schoolboy Q. I want to peacefully and experientially put out content.
There it is.
Yes. So
And
look
of
for
course,
that.
it's your boy AJ, co-host of Hip Hop Vibes the podcast. You catch us every other Friday, on YouTube. Yeah, as around 7 p.m. Because niggas be on CP time, but like around 7 p.m. every other Friday on YouTube. We go live from YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, but subscribe to the YouTube page. All that good stuff, and yeah, yeah.
I will go. That's what's up, man. That's the show.